just like this in San Antonio on July 29th. And we were in Corpus Christi. We went to McAllen, in Brownsville, in Laredo, in Roma. We went to West Texas.
Go Beto!
We went to West Texas, to Alpine, and Fort Davis, where we slept under the stars, safe inside of our tents because when we turned the lights on, we saw scorpions. Alpine, Texas, up to Pecos and Fort Stockton, the Panhandle, the beautiful Panhandle of Texas that I have visited 4 times. I also, at almost every home, heard about immigration, which I was not expecting to hear. And here's the reason why. The salutatorian at Booker High School had recently been deported back to his country of origin. And every single one of those residents of Booker got how insanely stupid that is after the investment that they had made in his education at the public schools. And was just about to return the investment back to the community in whatever he was going to do next. The college he was going to go to, the grad school, that education that he was going to bring back and share and provide with his fellow residents of Booker, all that was lost. Met with 500 people in Amarillo, Texas at the Austin Middle School auditorium, one of the most reliably read parts not of Texas but of the United States. When I was in Henrietta, Texas, in Clay County, stopped at Stewart's Sweet Shop, where of course we're going to pick up a sweet roll and a cup of coffee. And the folks sitting behind us said, "Are you Beto? What the hell's going on with you? Tell us a little bit about yourself." And I did, and I said, "Now you tell me about yourself." And they were part of a Baptist church group that was praying over their children before they were sending them off to the school year in the public schools in Henrietta. Sitting across from me was a man named Jimmy, and each one of them identified as a Republican. And Jimmy says, "Man, I'm sure glad you guys didn't screw up healthcare and repeal the Affordable Care Act. Because I'm not able to see my doctor. My wife's not able to get the help that she needs without that. And you guys got to do something to strengthen that, because we have friends and family members and neighbors who have no health care at all because Texas chose not to expand Medicaid. So I sure hope you're going to be working on that." And so by the time we left Henrietta with our sweet roll, which was amazing, I also left with an appreciation and a better understanding of what was on the minds of those that I want to serve and represent. I found that all over the state. We were in Marshall, in Grayson County, in the Grayson County Courthouse. And by the way, unlike El Paso and Houston and Dallas, these older courthouses in these smaller communities are staggeringly beautiful. And here we come into this sunlit courtroom, packed with more than 300 people in Marshall, all of whom are not necessarily impressed with the candidate. They're impressed with themselves and each other. Looking around the room, cannot believe that this woman or that man, who they know is a Republican or has never voted in their lives, is coming out 15 months before an election to get involved, to meet the candidate, hold him accountable, and ensure that he knows what they want from him in the U.S. Senate. That was incredibly powerful. It was the same scene the next night in Paris, Texas. And then in Longview, in Palestine, in Tyler, in Nacogdoches, in Beaumont. We have been traveling the state, meeting with those that we want to serve, and it has restored my faith in us, in each other.
We're down to a Category 3, but this is still a very dangerous storm.
Hey everyone, we are in Victoria, Texas. We're just showing you one intersection. We're seeing trees down like this all over the community, on the roofs of buildings which have come up or have caved in. We haven't been on Facebook in a few days, and I just wanted to tell you that we're here trying to be as helpful as we can for those that we have missed in some of the communities of West Texas as we've come back southeast. Want to tell you that we will be back at a future time. Know that you understand, know that you're doing your best to help folks who need it here as well, and we are grateful for that.
When I opened the door, more water rushed in, and all of my stuff flew out, and like it just kept coming in. All I could grab was my wallet and my phone. That's all I knew to grab.
Our town was destroyed, and it hurts.
I had to save a guy's life right here. He was hanging onto a telephone pole, and I got a rope. I heard him. He was out there for about 30 minutes.
I'm at the George R. Brown Convention Center in downtown Houston right now with some absolutely amazing people. Folks who have lived through some incredibly tough, challenging times, are here, are safe, are with their families, are with their pets. We just met with a veterinarian named Jacob Kaye, who was telling us about another young man who for 2 days was pulling people out of neighborhoods in Houston, pulling boats with a rope tied around him through chest-deep water, lost his clothes, lost his shoes. This veterinarian posted something on Facebook saying, hey, I want to get this guy some shoes, and friends of his just dumped tennis shoes, brand new shoes on his doorstep. We were in some other communities like Victoria, where we met Lisa and Jason Price. She's helping to oversee the emergency medical response management. Her husband is a state trooper keeping people safe. In Victoria, we met a guy named James Cantor who has the Gorilla Gourmet restaurant. And he is living in his restaurant because his home is no longer habitable. He sent his family to Austin. He's living in that restaurant, keeping it open 24 hours a day, serving food to anyone from any part of Victoria or surrounding communities who can come in. Pay what you will, don't pay at all if you can't. He's going to take care of you. I want to share this, and I want to ask anyone out there who has the means to do so to please donate, contribute, be part of this. Red Cross is a great opportunity, redcross.org/donate. That's the spirit of Texas. Those are the things that we should be thinking about. It's all of us coming together, doing the right thing by each other, for each other, at our greatest moment of need. So just thanks to everyone who's part of this and who's helping out.
How does your experience as a business manager play out against Ted Cruz's few years in private practice, only working to defend large multinational corporations?
Instead of talking about anyone else, let me just tell you this. Why, as Peter pointed out, is it so hard for Congress to work and function the way that the El Paso City Council is able to, or other city councils, or other organizations, or other small businesses who are meeting a payroll, are able to function, and there's not a lot of drama around it? I think there are a number of reasons. I think you've got a ton of money sloshing through the halls of Congress that is very corrupting, and you know, is the explanation for some of the bizarre outcomes or lack of outcomes that you get in Congress. I think you have horrific gerrymandering where members of Congress right now are choosing their voters instead of the other way around. But I also think you have what has become this perpetual re-election of members of the House and the Senate. It's really hard to take one of us out, and it shouldn't be that way. If I believe in you, and I do, then I need to serve no more than a set period of time, and then I need to get the hell out of the way so that you can take my place